All right. This is vlog number 4. And today on the Rabbi Money show, I want to talk about a little bit more on the process. So, who has ever worked, put it in the comments if you have been working on a thing and you were all amped up and you were excited about it, and then you lost your motivation and you um, like got bored or tired or you didn't want to do it anymore. And I want to talk about how to overcome that. How to overcome the monotony or the unpleasantness of work. Because without labor, without hard working, there is no profit. Like if you want to make profit, it's going to require some kind of effort and labor on your part. Like Mr. Beast is a great example of someone who put a lot of time and effort into his channel, and that you I mean just hours of content creation is is work. And so how do you enjoy that process? And I would say the number one thing for anyone to learn is the thank you, the thankfulness, the gratefulness. Great to be grateful, to be thankful, to train your brain when you start feeling like, oh, I got to do this. Like, what am I thankful for? I'm thankful for the ability to speak, to think, and I'm actually achieving my dream or goal. I'm actually working on a life dream or a life goal, right? And to just train your brain to think upon the thing that you are thankful for. And it could be that you are wanting to be a farmer, right? And you're working in a job that you hate. But think about I am so thankful that I'm in this job that I hate. I don't hate it anymore because this job is providing me the resources that I need to get to my goal, and I'm thankful. And then obviously work on your dream too. Don't just only work on your job. But if you think on, excuse me, if you think on what you're thankful for, then you will get energy. As I yawn. That's funny. It's okay to rest too, by the way. Resting is good. So I would say thankfulness. Thankfulness is so huge to being a healthy human. And you would be surprised the studies that have gone on just being a grateful individual. So I would say one of the big Rabbi Money principles is, what am I thankful for? Being thankful will make the world, the colors pop, the everything gets brighter. Like even if you're colorblind, the grays will get grayer, the blacks will get blacker. Like the world will be a better, more vibrant world with more contrast, and you'll start to just notice things. You'll think of ways to be creative and enjoy. So I know not everyone can see or has the ability to see color. Some people are even blind. But the people that I have met, the other day I was with someone who had, um, or someone who has Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS. And She was the most radiant, joyful person I've met in a long time. Like just beaming with like just joy and like a smile and a laughter. And here she is using a phone to communicate, like text to speech, like Stephen Hawking's, and just not bitter, just joyful. Like the person could be a motivational speaker, like just by like come to the conference and just watch her face. That was the type of person this was. And yeah, she had muscular issues that caused, spit to come down and all that different things. But I just wanted to be I didn't want to turn my back on her. I just wanted to be near her. Like, can I just have you come over here where if we go into the other room, can you be in the room? Like, that's the type of person. And all she had was joy and a smile. Like, just from the inside out. Like, how to get that. And to get that, you have to be connected to the source. And like, from the inside, be thankful and like appreciative. And I'm not saying joy is the only quality to have. That's just one. Love is another one. Have you ever met someone and you're just like, you're just so kind, you're just so loving, right? And some people, you meet them and you're like, dude, when I'm around you, you're just so peaceful. Like shalom is like, you're Mr. Shalom, man. You're just, I want to fall asleep listening to you. And that could be like a diss too, but like they really put you at ease and like you relax. So, and there's other qualities. There's many qualities. That's just three. The top three I could think of, love, joy, peace. But then there's like the ability to suffer long, like a long suffering. That's a cool one. Somebody that's suffering and like able to do it well. Wow. Like with a thankful and a smile. They kind of, some of them, they go together. So yeah, this video, vlog number 4 would be about like attitude, how to have right attitudes, and what are the attitudes that like bring life. I would say you could solve or answer that question by thinking about attitudes you that have hurt you. So like anger or wrath. Like I've experienced that one. And it's not fun. Wrath and anger. Like, and scientifically, like it chemically affects you in a negative way, being angry. So let it go, man. Just like in the movie Frozen, let it go, right? Don't hold on to anger anymore. And another one would be depression. And I know that there's a clinical depression, but in fact, just some transparency and honesty. I've had diagnosis of being able to suffer from that in the various disease categories that I suffer from. But depression has a solution to it, which is being thankful. Like, what are you thankful for? And getting proper rest, like actually sleeping, which I probably need to go get some sleep after this video, but This might be the video to watch the video on attitude and go to sleep. The guy will start yawning. The yawning challenge. So if you can watch this video without yawning, dude, that's amazing. Rabbi Money and the dude. I like to say dude a lot, I notice. So we have dudettes too. If you're a dudette watching, I appreciate you. And it's good to like focus on what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for the fact like these videos, even though they're just now being posted and uploaded and stuff, they will have views. Like this will eventually be watched by people. They will want to like see the original content. And that's kind of cool to think about that, like the future. So to be thankful for the future. Like the future is bright. Like as far as I'm concerned, with the power that's within me to control my future, I'm gonna like share, and be kind and loving and stuff. And like even if YouTube bans you, or even if like the world, you can't like maybe I can't speak anymore, and then the next thing is like I hold signs up, like something. What can you do to be like have an impact on the world? So I guess mine would be like I'll draw it right here. Like, if I couldn't speak, I would just like just hold that up for the whole 30 minutes. Be thankful. And I'm thankful for like the ability to be creative. I'm thankful for the ability to write. Like I have so much to be thankful for, man. I'm thankful for a Bible, like I can read. Like I just like, have you ever done this where you're like, just God, will you talk to me? I mean the Apocrypha. What profit is it for men now in this present time to live in heaviness, and after death to look for punishment? Oh, that's a good one. That's the Cedrus to, let's see, what is that? Second of Cedrus 7:47. Second of Cedrus 7:47. For what profit is it for men now in this present time to live in heaviness? Like and then afterward, after death, to look for punishment. Like don't live in that state of heaviness. Like be like the lady with Lou Gehrig's disease that chose joy. She didn't choose heaviness, she chose joy. Like it's a choice. It's an interesting thought because I've really suffered depression. Like I know what it's like to be like, I don't know how to be. I can't be. My brain doesn't let me be. But it's like those baby choices, those little, like, okay, yeah, you can't, like, I get it. You can't be thankful because you're having the chemical imbalance in your brain and all that. But like, what are you thankful for in that? What are you thankful for in the moment of not being able to be thankful? It's actually a lie that you can't be thankful. You can be thankful. Like you can choose. You have the freedom to make choices. Like no matter who you are. like that. They studied people that were in concentration camps, which that was a real thing that happened, right? That Hitler put people in concentration camps, and they studied like the human condition and what is the one thing that can never be stripped away. And it's the ability to choose. Like, yeah, you can beat me, you can torture me, you can like force me to like want to submit to you, like because of the pain, but ultimately, like, I always can come back and choose later. Like, even in that moment, maybe I'm choosing something I don't want to choose because of the pain or whatever, but uh, they can't, no one can sustain that on you. And even if they are sustaining it on you, like torture, you can still choose, you still have the freedom to choose in the pain to be like, no, I may be, I may be sitting down on the outside, but on the inside, I'm standing. And that's kind of, that's like a cool thought, is that we have the ability to choose. And I would say, choose life. Like, don't choose heaviness. That was a really good, like, random verse to open up to. O thou Adam, the next one, what hast thou done? For though it was thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone, but we all that come of thee. For what profit is it unto us if there be promised us an immortal time, whereas we have done the works that bring death? It's talking about like the garden, right? Like Adam sinned. He was not deceived. Like Eve was tricked. I was talking to my friend about this. Like, there was this like nasty fruit on this tree, and this snake came and was like, you want it, you want it. And he had like music, like a music video. You want it, you want it. You want the fruit. It's nasty, but it looks good because I'm singing. And she was like, yeah, I want it. And she ate it, and she was tricked. Eve, like, was tricked. She was deceived. But Adam, it says he wasn't deceived. Like, he just straight up was like, I love this girl. I'm going to eat this fruit. I love this girl more than God and the ability to obey God. So I'm going to eat the fruit, even though it's nasty. And I know not to eat it. It'll kill me. He was not tricked. And so that's why it says, what did you do? They don't blame Eve, they blame Adam. I know a lot of people in the churches, they like to say it's all Eve's fault, but it's not. It's Adam's fault. And now we are all in this human condition where we make mistakes. And it's talking about like that we're promised immortality, but we're alone and fallen because of what Adam did. But there's hope. There's a promise of everlasting hope. Like, there's a cheat code. There's a Rabbi Money cheat code to get out of the condition. Of the condition of like poverty, like mental poverty, and get into like riches, true riches. And there is a cheat code. There's somebody like that went before and figured out the code, and he's like sharing it with you. And you can take the cheat code and apply it to your life and be successful. And like that cheat code is because there was the rabbi that like lived perfect, completely perfect. this is like probably the best news I've ever heard is like, I deserve judgment or punishment because of like infractions, things that I've done against God and against humanity. Like, have you ever sped and you weren't caught, right? Or just done anything in life that you knew you shouldn't have done, or got angry or whatever, and you didn't get a judgment at that moment, you didn't get a punishment. But like, if you think about the ultimate surveillance, God like has eyes everywhere, or you could say cameras everywhere. God is like recording the simulation or the existence, and he that nothing gets by on him. Like, we're all naked before God, or you could say naked and afraid, because he's the one who can like take a person and like throw them into eternal hell and judgment, or put a person in like life everlasting and hope and joy and love. And that's his goal, by the way. His goal is not to throw people into hell. Like, he's not like, I want to like kill people. He's like, I want to like take them from this plane and put them in the better plane. And how can I get them there? And so he sent his son, and he claimed to be his son, Jesus. He said, I am the Son of God. And he then like proved he was the Son of God, but by like doing like Herculean event horizon things, like raising the dead, blind eyes seeing, for saying you're forgiven of being a whore, like to the lady that was a harlot, and like just grace, just being gracious and truthful with people, like, and coming to like forgive, and then like did just like food miracles, like fed people, and like did all kinds of cool things. Like, I can't even think of a bad thing Jesus ever did. Can you think of anything that like he did, other like the I guess the only one that you could say he did would be like, if you don't believe who he says he is, then you'd be like, you're a liar. He was like the biggest liar ever, the biggest trickster ever. And I don't think he was, because tricksters, like, they don't do good. They don't make blind people see, and like lame people walk, and like feed people, and like provide free health care, and like be very gracious and truthful with people, and call out people on their hypocrisy. So, and then they killed him, and like he let them. Obviously, he's like, I'll let you kill me, because he had the ability to like walk through crowds when they were trying to throw him off cliffs and stuff, and so he let them murder him. And then while he was dying, he didn't be like, get him. He was like, forgive him. So like, he proved by the way he lived that he is worthy of our admiration and honor and respect. And also by the way he died, he proved it. And then he came out of death like victorious 3 days later, like alive. That does it for me. That like nail, that's like the open you want to say nail in the coffin, but it's like the open grave, resurrection. So he gave the cheat code. He gave the cheat code by showing how to live, and he gave lessons. In fact, since we're talking about attitude, let's go to Matthew, because that's where I go to learn about attitude. Matthew 5. It's like how to have the blessed life, right? Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the poor in spirit. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Like heaven has a kingdom. And to get it, like realize you're bankrupt. You need help. You're blessed if you realize you're not there. That's like so gracious. He opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. If you want to reference this, just find the book of Matthew and go to chapter 5. I'm in verse 4 now. Blessed are they that mourn. Have you ever mourned? Like really sobbed, like deep, like weeping. It like shakes your whole body. Like when you get a spanking and you're like, and you're like bawling your eyes out. And it's like deep, painful mourning. And he says, Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. That's like what I want to hear if I'm mourning. Like there's comfort coming for you. Comfort is going to overtake you. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Like your inheritance, like when your dad dies, is like planet Earth. Blessed are the meek. I asked my dad, what does meek mean? And he was like, when you're right and people are against you, and instead of saying, let them get theirs, you're like praying for them and like, let them not get theirs. Let them be blessed. Let them be healed. Let them be forgiven. Let them have, like you're actually for your enemy. That's meek. That's the guy or gal. Those are the type of people. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. That's the kind of people I want ruling, the kind that look out for others and care about others. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness. Like, instead of wanting like a grilled cheese sandwich, you're like, I want righteousness. Like, I want purity of thought and speech and deed. Like, I want that. I'm hungry for it. Like, how can I get more of it? Like, how can I can drink it? I want to drink it. And it says, if you're just have the state of hunger, like I want to watch this video because it's going to give me something. It says, Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. This is a good one. Blessed are the merciful. Like when you get cut off on the freeway and you're like, it's all right. For they shall obtain mercy. A lot of people say there's karma. Like if you do stuff, then it comes back to you. So this is it. Like, blessed are the merciful, they shall obtain mercy. There's a law of if you give mercy, you'll receive it. Blessed are the pure in heart. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. You're like, I want to see God. Does he exist? Figure out how to get a pure heart. Like a very pure heart. That's a good one. Blessed are the shalom makers. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. There goes one of God's kids right there. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. People that are put on blast for being good or trying to be kind or helpful, or just straight up socked in the face or the gut, sued, attacked. Blessed are the those which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. It goes with the poor in spirit one, like poor in spirit and persecuted for righteousness. You get heaven. Blessed are ye. The word ye is like y'all, I think. All y'all. Blessed are ye. No. Yeah. Ye is all y'all. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you, all y'all, and persecute all y'all, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. All these ye's and you's are plural words in the old language. So, like, he's a liar, and they say things about you that aren't true, and they're false against you. They lie about you, gossip about you behind your back, or in front of you on TV or in the news. It says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you. Rejoice, rejoice and be exceeding glad. Like, yeah, woo. Yeah, they're doing it. They're cursing me out, and they're talking about me bad falsely. It says, rejoice and be glad. Make yourself glad, because for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Anyways, that's Matthew 5, 2 through 12. That's enough attitude. They call those the Beatitudes, the attitudes to have, to be those attitudes. And there's so many more in there. Like, that's just one of the places where you can go to get like knowledge to apply on how to be. I hope that was helpful today. I hope that brings shalom and peace. And I got a love heart right here. Let's look at this. Boom. That's a good way to end it, right? Shalom, shalom.